Hi, ma'am. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Okay, what is your name?
Ma'am, my name is Bubu Afreed, ma'am.
Bubu Afri. Where are you from?
I'm from Assam, ma'am.
All right, and what do you do?
Okay, ma'am. I would like to introduce myself first. So, as you can see, my name is Bubu Afreed. I'm from Northeast India, especially Assam.
Yes.
Currently, I'm working as an assistant teacher in a private school.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, I'm pursuing master in English literature. Yeah, that's all about me, ma'am.
Okay, so you belong to the Northeast from, and I am from the state of Assam. There is not like especially from, there is no choice. There is a state, okay, and you belong to
Okay.
Assam. Okay, you say I'm
Oh,
from the Northeast is fine. I'm from the Northeast and from the state of Assam. Okay. All
okay,
right.
ma'am.
Okay. Fine. Fine, Bupu. So you said you're pursuing English literature honors.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yeah.
You like studying literature?
Uh, Ma'am, actually, I do not have that intention to learn literature, but somehow I get this interest from my friends because
Mhm.
when I joined the school and I fall in love with this particular language, so I made a decision that I need to if I crack that masters in English literature's exam, then it will helpful for me to learn this language. So that's why I choose this course.
Okay. So I fell in love. That is the past tense. Okay. Not fall in love.
Okay.
I fell
Yeah,
in love
talent.
with this particular subject. Okay. So what is like in literature that you like? Do you like prose? Do you like poetry, drama? Which part of literature do you like the most?
Actually, I love drama. I
Hmm.
love yeah.
So you love drama. So have you read something of Shakespeare?
Yes, I have read so many dramas, but right now I'm not in the position to share the drama in a proper way.
No, it's okay. I will not ask you to share any drama. I just want to know if you like Shakespeare or not. Have you read Macbeth?
Yes, yes, I have read. I have read different dramas, which is
Okay.
written by the Shakespeare.
Okay. Now, Shakespeare's the language is different from what we speak. You can
Yeah,
understand the language is
yeah,
totally
it is very
different.
difficult to understand, ma'am.
Yes, yes. And what about George Bernard Shaw? Have you read any one of his books?
Yes, I have learned. I have read George Bernard Shaw books, and I have read Shakespeare. Along with Shakespeare, I have read. I forgot the writer, but yeah, I have read different type of books.
Yes, yes, yes. You must keep up the good work because literature is something you keep alive in yourself because it is not just something that you learn, it is something that you grow up with. Okay. So it is
Yes,
your soul. Your soul grows up with literature. The more you read, the more enriching it is for you. And just because you said you're a school teacher, all the more it's important that you keep it close to you. So in school,
right.
which are the subjects that you teach?
At school, ma'am, I'm a history teacher. I teach there from class 6 standard to class 9 standard. I'm a history teacher. I need to teach history there.
Great, great. So you are into history. Wonderful. The subject itself is very interesting.
Yes.
And do the kids enjoy reading history?
Sometimes they feel bored, and in order to make them understand, I need to do a lot of activities. I
Mm,
need to show them the videos, how the battle is going on.
mm,
At that time, they are, very feel very comfortable, and they have curious to learn something new from that battle. So
okay.
when it's come to ruling part, it is very difficult to make them understand because they are feel bored. Sir, please try to skip this history part. You move towards the next.
Hmm.
They always raising this question in front of me.
Okay. So they are bored. They feel bored.
They feel bored. Okay.
Yes, they feel bored. So most of the time, the kids are not interested in history. I know how it is. Remember when you were a child, or I was also a child, even I used to find history very boring because it had very long chapters and
Right, ma'am.
too many dates to memorize.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
But these days it's so much better because you can show them something from YouTube, you can show them something from the internet, which we as children never could see because it wasn't there.
Right, right, right. Yeah, you absolutely true, ma'am. Because nowadays we have that opportunity to, so through the social media, we can use that projects and all smart boards by
Hmm.
which they can easily get to understand by doing these type of activities in front of them. But
Hmm.
earlier, it was very difficult to learn history because that
Hmm.
time. Now I feel that at the time we skip so many things from the
Yes,
teachers because we
yes.
feel bored and teachers history period always same though after the lunch when we were having lunch once then we feel lethargic we do not have that much of intention to learn this particular things so we
Hmm.
skip a lot of things.
Yes, true. That interest wasn't quite grown. Anyways, but you have still studied history yourself and you are able to teach them.
Yes, yes. But after completing the college and all these things, when I joined the school, at that time, I need to do a lot of hard works because uh, you are the teachers. You have the responsibility to maintain the class along with maintaining, and you have to provide them good contents. And so
Hmm.
you're bound to read each and everything, very concisely and very nicely. Then you can easily make them understand comfortably.
Hmm.
So
That's right.
that's why I read a lot.
Hmm. So, what do you do at the beginning? Like, as a teacher, like, what is your routine like? In the beginning of the week, do you plan up that you are going to teach what all chapters or what all parts of the chapter maybe through the week, and what kind of work you're going to give to them?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, before going to class, I have like to-do list. I need to, write down all these things on my diaries. And
Mm-hmm.
according to the diaries, if suppose if I need to explain any chapter regarding the history, then I will go to the different reference books, and I'll stand in front of the in front of the mirror, and I try to explain and if I feel that good through this process through this explanation they can easily understand then I'll choose that otherwise I'll do different type of activities.
Mm-hmm. So, in history, like, usually, do you take them to the library to understand, or do you suggest them books?
Pardon ma'am, could you please repeat the
Okay.
sentence?
Do you take the children to the library sometimes to make them read out of reference books?
Sometimes actually ma'am in our school we do not have the library facilities so if I have the reference book at my home I try to give them for
Hmm.
learning purpose.
Okay, great, great. So tell me, like, which place in Assam do you stay?
I stayed in Morigao district, and
Okay.
it's a rural area. It's
Hmm.
called Betramari. I live here.
Hmm. Okay, and is that where your family also resides?
Yes, yes. My wife also reside with me.
All right. Okay. So it is your village, your place where you have born and brought up.
No, ma'am. I born and brought up in another village. But my professional village is here. It's far from the my native place. It's
Hmm.
near about 10 kilometers something.
Okay, so this is the place where you started working, and that's where
Yes, yes.
you reside. Okay, great, great. So is it different from your hometown?
Yeah, it is very difficult because we in India, every 1 kilometer away, the language, culture, everything had changed. So in this area, the people they used to speak with a different language, their mother tongue. It is very difficult for me to understand their language. So,
Okay.
but for the work purpose, I need to overcome these challenges.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's quite difficult, but then you have to adjust wherever you're put. So
Yes, yes.
wherever you're planted, you grow. So that
Yeah,
is a
whatever
great.
I have planted, I need to grow. Okay.
Mm. Yes. So you can say that wherever you are planted, you need to grow. So as a you set your foot there, you're growing your roots. down on the ground, and you're also flourishing as a tree. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Adding depth and character to yourself and also to your family and your school children whom you teach. Mm.
True, ma'am.
All right. So, yeah. So it's a bit alien for you because the language is difficult, the language is different. So tell me, Assam is basically a very green state. Is that true? That
Yeah, true,
it's
true,
got a
ma'am.
lot of greenery?
Yeah, it's a lot of greenery you can find here.
Mm-hmm.
Assam most famous for the two things. There are most of the things, but the most famous for tea gardens and one horned rhinoceros. These two are very famous in Assam. But apart from this, there are so many places, so many a national park and rivers like Brahmaputra that flows across the Assam's north to east.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I did not recall that directions.
It's okay. It's
Uh,
all right.
okay,
It's all right. But
there are so
Brahmaputra
many places.
flows through Assam, right?
Yes, yes,
Brahmaputra
across
flows
the
through
Assam.
Assam.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's I think the widest river that we have got.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think
Yes,
it's very wide. Okay, and it's supposed to be a male river because they say that it has got a
yes.
lot of it swells up during the monsoon and there are floodings everywhere. So it floods.
Due to Brahmaputra, there are so many places in Assam which is flooded every year. So the government they have come up with different ideas. Nowadays they are working on that to
Mm.
protect those flooding areas.
Yes, yes. And there's one thing very interesting, the silkworm. Do you know anything about the
Silkworm,
silkworm?
yes.
Because that's
Uh,
muga. I
uh,
think muga is a very famous silk, which is woven by
yeah.
the silkworms there.
Yes, I know that silk muga product which is made by the woman and this product mainly occurred no mainly you can find the plants there is some particular plants or in that particular plants there is a one a worm if the worm is grown
Mhm.
inside the cocoon you will get that silk.
Oh, okay. So the thread is inside the cocoon.
Yeah, thread is inside the cocoon. After cocoon is becoming the mother, and they will pluck that cocoon, and they will bring that thread from that cocoon.
Okay, so that means once the cocoon becomes a butterfly and it flies away, uh,
Yes,
the people who are harvesting they bring down the cocoon and they take out the thread from there.
yeah, but there is most of the procedure is relating to that process. But
Mm.
I'm not giving you proper statements, proper fake regarding this.
No, you can say that I'm not aware of all the steps.
Okay, I'm not aware all the steps.
I know generally that this is what happens, but I'm not aware of the full procedure of taking out the
Yes,
silk
ma'am.
and how it is
Yeah.
woven into a silk garment. So it is made into a silk garment, which is supposedly quite expensive, and it is sold in the markets in very expensive and stylish clothings.
Yes, very stylish clothing, and it is very expensive.
Yes, especially I know of the Muga silk saris of Assam are very famous.
Yeah. How you know that, ma'am?
Because I have many Assamese friends who bring in silk from there, and
Okay.
I think there is a name of a clothing. I don't know the women of Assam. There, do you know the name of that piece of cloth that
Mekhela
they?
sador.
It is a mekhala. Yes, it is a. What did you say? It is a. Do you repeat that, please?
Yeah, Mekhela sador.
Mekhala sador.
Yes.
Okay, so Mekhala Sadur is something these people also bring from there, and I've seen it.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen them wearing it. So, and I know of a festival also, which is a very famous festival. What is that festival?
Bihu, ma'am, Bihu.
Is it something to be celebrated during the New Year?
Yes, yes, yes. During the New
Okay.
Year, it's called Maghor Bihu. we call Bhugali Bihu. In that particular Bihu, we have feast with loved ones. We try to do feast, have feast with each other, and we have fun a lot.
Okay, and that there's a particular dance form. People dance, they play the drums, and the women dance together. It looks very beautiful.
Yeah, it's called Bihu dance.
Okay, all right. It's very rhythmic, the beat of the
Yeah, it's
drums
very
are very.
rhythmic and it's very traditional.
Yes, they all dress up in the same kind of attire and everybody dances.
Yeah,
It looks really nice. So, do you also dance
sometimes, man,
during the festivals?
during the festivals, and if I get the chance to mingle up with friends, and at the time I just
Then also, of course. And what about the food? What is the special food of Assam?
uh, in Assam there are a lot of delicacies regarding food, and you have thali, which is made by different type of vegetables, and most famous lentils is mati mahar dali. It is very delicious. It's a black lentils.
Black lentils. Okay, all right. So, the black lentils are supposed to be a dish.
Yeah, it's a dish. It's called dali mati mahar dali dish.
Okay, it is a dal.
Yes, dal man.
Okay, so you will make up dal with that. All right. Okay. Very nice to know that there's so much to learn actually. There is
Yes,
India is full of these different cultures and
right,
so
ma'am. Yeah,
vibrant, so much to
yeah.
see and so much to understand because everywhere there are people who speak different dialects, who eat different kind of food. They have a certain culture, so they have art. So many things to see. Hmm.
True, ma'am. Yes,
Yes. So, which other parts of India have you been to?
I've been to Mizoram and Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, Agartala, and Meghalaya, Shillong, and
Okay.
I've been Kolkata.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So,
these
you've
places I
been
have been.
through all the eastern states, the northeast states,
Yes, yes, I have covered
the
all this
seven
except
sisters.
Sikkim.
Okay. So, you've been to the six sisters. You just need one more.
Yeah.
Hmm. So, tell me, which is the state you found the most, the best among all these?
Among these states, I would like to prefer the Arunachal Pradesh because
Mm-hmm.
it has snows, it has mountains, it has everything. You will get a different type of vibes in Arunachal Pradesh. So whenever I enter Arunachal Pradesh, I feel very nice, and due to the nature, due to the weather conditions, it's very warm over there. It is very beautiful. The scenery, each and
Mm-hmm.
everything is very beautiful.
It's beautiful. Okay. So, is it difficult to reach Arunachal Pradesh?
Nowadays, it is not that much of difficult, but earlier there is a one single road. You have to, if the opposite direction any vehicle come towards you, then you have to be wait for until the vehicle has passed.
Mm-hmm.
So nowadays, road structure is improving. There are a lot of development. Now it's good, but some places, even though it's still remaining, the road condition is not up to the mark. But because of ma'am, it's not plain area. The most of the places located in hill stations and hill areas, so it is very
Okay,
difficult for
mountainous.
transportation.
You mean
Yes,
to say
all
it's
the places
mountainous? Okay.
mountainous. Yeah.
Hmm. So that means you have to climb on a very high altitude.
Yes, you have to climb in very altitude, and there is some particular places the army, they are patrolling here and there because they believe that in this altitude, sometimes you did not get the proper oxygen. If you have the trouble, then there is a patrolling army. They can, guide you or they can help you.
Okay, so do you have to get tested medically before going there?
Yes, if the person is very weak, they, always scared to hide, then they should be, before going to there, they have to take the medical consult, and they have to take this test.
Hmm. And I heard that you have to take some permit from the government before going to Arunachal Pradesh.
Earlier it was there, but now there is no such kind of rules and regulations. You
Hmm.
can easily go to the Arunachal Pradesh, but before entering the Arunachal Pradesh, you need to give your purposes where you go to Arunachal Pradesh. What is your purposes? You have to tell them.
Okay. So you have to state your purpose of visiting.
I have to
You have to
stay.
give them this. You have to
Okay,
state your purpose of visiting.
okay. I have to state the
Hmm?
purpose of visiting. Mm.
Yes, yes. And how long I'm going to stay there. That also they need to know.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes. Okay. Uh, Now, what about the urban area? Have you ever been to an urban area?
Yes, I have been different urban areas. I have been there, and uh, yeah, urban area, according to me, ma'am, it's very comfortable. You can easily, get each and every opportunity in urban area. But when it's
Hmm.
compared to expensive, it is very high. You can't bear that expense, in compared to rural area. In rural area, I can easily run my family without any burden. But when it's come to for me, actually, for me, because I'm earning less amount of
Mm-hmm.
salary, so it is not easy for me to settle down in urban area, because it is
Mm-hmm.
very difficult for me, because in urban area most of the commodities, very expensive, and the rent, nowadays we can see the
Rent.
rent,
Yes.
yeah, rent is touching the sky height.
Mm. Yeah, it's sky high or it is touching the sky. Any of the two.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, rent is actually touching the sky. That is very right. And say, given a chance, you give an interview and you get through to a school in an urban area. Would you not like to go there?
At the time, I'm ready to go there, because I'll get handsome salary from the government, and I can manage myself there, because the government, they have paid a huge amount of salary for the government employee. So at that time, I from the government side, they also give me some sort of bonus, like
Hmm.
DADA and all this stuff they are
Hmm.
providing. So I'm very comfortable in that
Okay.
position.
I would be comfortable in
Okay,
shifting.
ma'am. Sorry, I would be comfortable in that position.
Okay. So because we are talking about the future, so that's why we had would be. Here we are talking
Okay.
in a hypothetical term, meaning something which is actually not real, but we are just thinking in our mind about the
Hmm.
future. That's why we say would. That's why we use the word would. All
Okay.
right. And in case it was already like, say, for example, you have already got a job and you are wanting to go there right then, so you can say, I will go or I will be going. That time
Okay.
you're sure because you already have it. But when you talk
Okay.
about would, that means you're just thinking in your mind. You still are not sure. Right?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yeah.
All right. So does it rain a lot in your place?
No, there is no rain right now, but the weather little bit changed. It is in morning time. It was very sunny. But
Mm,
when it's come to evening time, it is very. I'm not saying extreme cold, but it's a moderate type of cool,
it's moderately cool. You can say moderately.
moderately cool.
Okay.
Okay.
And what about the wildlife? Are there elephants around you? I hear there are a lot of elephants there.
In my places, there is no such type of accident was happened, but in the surroundings areas like Guwahati and Zakirut and all these type of places, elephants roaming here and there. You can
Okay.
easily find elephant if you want to go from one place to another place within your journey. You can easily get one or two elephants in front of you.
All right. So they're dangerous. I believe they come and attack with their families.
Sometimes they feel angry and they want to, they want to destroy the things.
Mm,
If you are lucky, then you can easily, get rid of from that problem.
okay, you can say you can easily escape because here the
You can
elephants
easily,
have come changing. So you can
yeah,
say
yeah,
that okay,
escape.
you can